All right, everyone, I recorded the video of what is paint correction, and now the big question, what does paint correction cost? I kind of alluded to it in the other video, but I wanted to get a little bit more in depth into that question. When it comes to cost for paint correction, let me say this first of all. It is going to vary wildly depending on your geographical location. If you live in San Francisco, California, a paint correction could cost you thousands of dollars. If you live in the middle of Idaho, then it could cost you hundreds of dollars. But it's also going to be dependent not just on your geographical location, but the skill and qualifications of the detailer providing those services. One common thing that you should ask a professional detailer before you hire them or put down a deposit to have a paint correction service done is, how long do you think this is going to take you in order to do a one-step correction, a two-step correction, a multi-stage correction? How long is it going to take you? The answer for me is that a single-stage correction usually takes me at least a full day. A two-step correction, I usually schedule 2 full days for. A multi-stage correction where I'm just going to continue banging away at it until I get the result that I feel like is the optimal result out of the vehicle and as many defects as possible. That's usually a 3 to 4 day job that I will book for a multi-stage paint correction service. It depends on the size of the vehicle. It depends on how bad the vehicle's condition is and what type of vehicle. Certain paints and clear coats are easier to polish down than others, and some you've just got to keep going again and again and again because they have such hard clear coat. As far as the cost goes, however, I would say that the standard for paint correction across the industry is going to be anywhere from $500 for a one-stage correction to $1,500 to $2,000 for a multi-stage correction. Now, some of you may be going, oh my gosh, that's so horribly expensive. Again, that is a price range. Your geographical location, the condition of the vehicle, the level of paint correction that you're going to get to that vehicle, and the skill of the detailer is going to go into it. It goes back to that question, how long are you going to spend on that? If you have a detailer that says, oh, I'll be done with it in a few hours, I would highly recommend either greatly researching into this detailer, their skills, do they have someone else helping them, what type of correction, what type of products, what type of pads are they going to use, or question, why are they getting it done so quickly? Because it is a time-consuming process to correctly and properly correct the paint on a vehicle of any size. Even if they're just doing a single stage paint correction. It should take a while to do this. It is a time-consuming process to do it properly. When it comes to pricing, don't base it just off price. If you get, let's say you go around and you get 3 different estimates and someone says, I'm going to do a 2-step paint correction for $250, you think, okay, that's a great deal. Another person says, I'm going to do a 2-step paint correction for $400. Oh, that's a great deal. Another person says, it's going to cost you $850 or $1,100 for a 2-step paint correction. There may be a very good reason why there is such a fluctuation in that level of pricing. The cheapest is oftentimes not the best. And the reason that one person is going to charge you $850 versus $250 is because the $850 detailer is going to spend 2 full days on it. He's going to put 20 hours into your vehicle from start to finish, and the other person is going to put 3.5 hours from start to finish, and the result is going to show. You do get what you pay for when hiring a professional detailer, and I would highly recommend looking into their online reviews, looking into their videos if they have video content, talking to them. If the detailer is not willing to sit down and talk to you and go around the vehicle and talk about different expectations, there's something wrong with that. They should be open, they should be transparent, just like this video, in explaining what you're going to get and, more importantly, what you're not going to get for your money whenever hiring someone to do a paint correction job. Be very, very cautious of any detailer that tells you, oh, it's going to look perfect. They should, the P word, as I call it, should never be in a detailer's vocabulary, simply because I have run into brand new vehicles that have had 1,000 miles on them, a couple hundred miles on them, that I could not make perfect because they had a couple rock chips on them, or they had some deeper scratches in them that I could make look significantly better, and I could make it look less visible, but I could never make it look perfect again. So if someone is throwing the P word out, be cautious about that. A good, high-quality professional detailer will under-promise and over-deliver. They will never over-promise and under-deliver. So if they're using that perfect word, ask them, how are you going to make this look perfect? How are you going to make this look new? And their answers are going to tell you whether you should go with them or whether you should keep on shopping for a professional detailer. With my clients, I am the biggest believer in the entire world in transparency. I want to make sure that they are 100% comfortable with what they're going to get, what they're not going to get for their service. I want to make sure their expectations and the level of service that I provide are on a completely balanced level so that there's no failed expectations. The worst thing that I could ever do as a professional detailer, and I know I speak for other detailers out there as well, is to fail the expectations of one of our clients by promising them something that simply cannot be delivered due to the condition of the vehicle. If you'd like more information, you can go to my website, which is visualprodetailing.com. I have a blog on there where I post a lot of these videos, and if you would not care to, please click the subscribe button on my YouTube page so you can see when I release more videos. I'm a true believer in education, transparency, and openness, and I believe the more of that we have in the detailing industry, the more you, the consumer, can get educated on what detailing is, how it can benefit you, what you should pay for it, what you shouldn't pay for it, and things that you can avoid throughout the process of looking for a professional detailer to make your ride look amazing again. Thank you so much.